41 Never Seen Before American Photos and Videos of World War II You Must See, Part 22. Subscribe for daily content. Support this unique channel. Only a small people who watch my channel are subscribed. Let's change that. And even for more support, consider my Patreon and leave a comment of number which you like the most. 1. Colorized footage of a tank duel between American tanks and the Cologne Panther. Two Sherman tanks from the 4th Armored Brigade of the 7th Armored Division of the British Army during the offensive in the Netherlands near the city of Worth, September 1944. Three A U.S. soldier shares a banana with a goat. Battle of Saipan, June-July 1944. 4 A machine gunner and 2 riflemen of Co. K. 87th Mountain Infantry, 10th Mountain Division cover an assault squad routing Germans out of a building in the background, Sassomolar area, Italy, Poretta Moderna Highway, the 4th of March 1945. 5 African-American U.S. Army nurses Lt. Prudence Burns, Lt. Elsina Townsend, and a third nurse treating Sergeant Lawrence McCreever 268th Station Hospital, Milne Bay, New Guinea, the 22nd of June 1944. 6 A 105 mm howitzer crew in action, Normandy, July 1944. 7 2 African-American spars Aileen Cook and Olivia Hooker pause on the ladder of the dry land ship US Commodore during their boot training at the U.S. Coast Guard Training Station, Manhattan Beach, Brooklyn, NY. They are recent enlistees and have the ratings of apprentice seamen. 8 An American submariner is resting in the submarine's torpedo room. The photo was probably taken aboard the US Zero SS-225. 9. The Ludendorff Bridge following its capture by Allied forces. Picture taken between March 8–11, 1945. 10. The landing of American troops on the island of Morotai, September 1944. 11. An American soldier poses, wrapped in ammunition and the artillery flag. 12. Ensign Babe Young, former first baseman and outfielder with the New York Giants, gives a few pointers on life rafts to spar cadets at the U.S. Coast Guard Academy, New London, Connecticut. 13. Paratroopers prepare for takeoff for Normandy. 14. Troops of 95th Infantry Division conducting a house-to-house search in Metz, France on the 19th of November 1944. 15. Troops ship a Samuel chase off the southern France invasion beaches after discharging its embarked troops during Operation Dragoon, August 15, 1944. 16. Marines hurl hand grenades on Saipan, July 1944. 17. American GIs of the 45th Infantry Division along with an M-36 tank destroyer converse with a group of liberated Russian slave laborers in Niederwurzbach, March 23, 1945. A little over a month later, this same division would liberate Dachau. 18. Members of the U.S. Marine Corps Women's Reserve point with pride at the poster showing the amount of sales of war bonds. The quota was set at $25,000 and reached $90,000. 19. The original caption for this photo reads, "An MP on motorcycle stands ready to answer all calls around his area. Columbus, Georgia, April 13, 1942. The man is a staff sergeant, and behind him is a glaring reminder of segregation." 20. US a $6 Bahamian repairing US South Dakota in Guam. Repairs are done in a $6 Bahamian dry dock after an accidental explosion on the 6th of May 1945 while rearming from US Rangel. 21. Creative bomber jackets of American WWII pilots. 22. The offensive of one of the American infantry units, reinforced by the M4 Sherman medium tank, during the battles in Okinawa, April 1945. 23. The USN battleship US Pennsylvania leads US Colorado, US Louisville, US Portland, and US Columbia into Lingayen Gulf before the landing on Luzon, Philippines in January 1945. Battleships and big gun naval vessels served as bombardment support and anti-aircraft protection for the carriers. 24. Members of the 86th Infantry Regiment, 10th Mountain Division, march north near Mausasign on Lake Garda without meeting any resistance. April 29, 1945. Rear guard action is all that has been encountered so far. 25. Destroyed M4 Sherman tanks of the 6th South African Panzer Division on a mountain road near the Italian city of Perugia, Italy, 1944. 26. Men of the 511th Parachute Infantry Regiment prepare to jump into combat, 1945, probably in the Philippines. 27. A Grumman F-3 F-2 fighter used for training at the U.S. Navy Naval Air Station Corpus Christi in August 1942. 28. US Portland from the port stern at Mare Island, wearing 32 divided by 7D, 1944. 29. The USAAF's bombing raid on the ball-bearing plants in Schweinfurt, Bavaria, on 10/14/43 included 291 American bombers, of which 60 were lost and 231 returned to England either with minor damage or damage beyond repair. American losses in aircraft and aircrew on that day is known as Black Friday. 30. A U.S. Navy Consolidated PBY Catalina flying boat is eased into the water. Naval Air Station Corpus Christi, Texas, August 1942. 31. Infantryman of 2nd Battalion, 30th Infantry Regiment depicted near Bault, France, the 11th of November 1944. 32. USAAF pilots pose around a P-47 Thunderbolt at Dover Army Air Base, Dover, Delaware, August 17, 1944. 33. B-26 Marauders from 386th Bomb Group in Bassingbourn, England on November 9, 1943. 34. US Paul Jones on July 24, 1943. 35. Battle of Peleliu, September 1944. Protestant chaplain Rufus W. Oakley holds a service for U.S. Marines. 36. November 29, 1943. In a field hospital on Bougainville, wounded Marines are given first aid by doctors, and corpsmen suffered during a raid behind Japanese lines on November 29. Shown administering blood plasma to the more serious casualties. 37. An M4 Sherman of 2nd Armored Division passes an abandoned Panther tank, Grandmesnil, Belgium during the Battle of the Bulge. 38. Louis Van Ursel, one of America's outstanding heroes of World War I and Medal of Honor recipient, is pictured at U.S. Marine Recruiting Headquarters in Los Angeles, California, being sworn in to fight in World War II. During World War I, he served in the U.S. Army. 39. Inclining experiment is a test performed on a ship to determine its stability, lightship weight, and the coordinates of its center of gravity. The test is applied to newly constructed ships greater than 24 meters in length and to ships altered in ways that could affect stability. Inclining test procedures are specified by the International Maritime Organization and other international associations. As you can see by her hull, she was originally built as a Cleveland-class light cruiser, but redesignated for completion as an aircraft carrier. She was commissioned 12 days later on the 17th of June 1943. Note one of her sisters under construction in background. 40 New Guinea Campaign, the 31st of July 1943, PFC Andrew Arney of Woodburn, Oregon, on patrol in a forward area near Mubo. Captain Jerry Tobin, infantry recruiting officer, shown swearing in a batch of Nisei youths about to undergo examinations of their ability as interpreters in written and spoken Japanese, recruited for service in the U.S. Army.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment, like and subscribe. Support the channel so I can bring you more content. Thank you again.